Hello? Can you hear me? Sweet. I can hear you. The anthem? Sounds
Okay.
good.
Great.
Awesome.
Women's basketball matchup between Engineers and your Emerson Lions. Let's meet this afternoon's starters. For MIT, a freshman guard from Greenville, South Carolina, number 22, Paula Piper. And for Emerson, a sophomore guard from West Hartford, Connecticut, number 1, Olivia Delorier. And for MIT, a freshman from Algonquin, Illinois, number 25, We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages is prohibited. Fans, we ask if you are not actively participating in the game, you must wear a mask at all times.
It's part 2 of our Emerson Channel Sports doubleheader as we bring you some NUMAC women's basketball from downtown Boston. It's the MIT Engineers and the Emerson Lions from the Bobby Brown and Stephen Plofker gym as we are ready for tip-off, and the game is underway as Emerson gets it quickly and Olivia Deloria is on the ball, gets it to Polino, and it's a quick swat out of bounds. The Emerson possession. Sam DeCoste alongside Jackson Tolliver, bringing you the broadcast today from Boston.
That's exactly right, Sam. The Emerson Lions have been struggling offensively recently as 22 takes the ball.
And it's a quick early possession for MIT as they get on the board first. It's Paula Piper who breaks the duck. And Deloria on the ball now for Emerson.
Deloria has been a solid shooter all year, but struggling as of late.
Leads the team in scoring with Devin Hill out today, as she kicks it out to Chelsea Gibbons for 3. In and out.
Good rebound.
Emerson getting the second chance rebound, and Deloria for 3.
There we go. That's what we need to see, Sam. If Emerson has any chance of winning this game today, Deloria's got to have a great game, and we have to hit those shots.
An early 3 for Olivia Deloria as MIT's back on the ball.
Who you just saw handling the ball, number 5, Christina Antonikakis. D3hoops.com team of the week as Wogu goes down.
Wogu goes to the floor. It's going to be an offensive foul. Emerson gets the ball back as Ella Bushy will inbound. It's been a quick start, only 63 seconds into the game. Frantic,
very quick start.
High tempo start from both teams.
It certainly has. I'm excited for this game.
Gibbons to Deloria. On Sogstead. Polino out in the perimeter. Deloria has it again. Looking to create space. Deloria goes for it again. And it bounces off. It's short. And the ball in the hands of Nwogu now as she gets MIT's attack started. It's Antonikakis, her first shot of the game, and it's no good. A scuffle for the ball. MIT gets it, and Nwogu falls on the rebound, and she puts it in.
Nwogu's had a really good year so far, freshman out of Illinois.
Deloria on it again. Slings it out to Gibbons. She goes for 3. And she gets it.
Big shot.
Great finish and a quick pair of 3s for Emerson to start this game only 2 minutes in.
Big shot for Chelsea Gibbons. She's been shooting poorly the last 3 games, so I hope to see her have a good game today.
Nwogu. Antonikakis. On Polino. Looking. It's Piper. On Deloria, she goes for 3, and that's wide of the mark, bounces off the left, and Emerson following the ball as the fast break is here for Gibbons. Gibbons puts it up, whistle goes, and it's going to be a foul on MIT.
Chelsea Gibbons to the line. She's been shooting 65.9% from the charity stripe this season.
Foul called on Paula Piper, and it'll be an inbound.
It's on the floor.
Foul on the floor as Polino gets the ball in double coverage. That doesn't go. Ball goes to the floor. So there's Nwogu. The whistle goes. Offensive foul. MIT gets possession. Jackson, as you come into this game, Emerson coming in, losing 2 straight, and it's because they haven't been able to score, but only 2.5 minutes in, Emerson getting back-to-back 3s, and that's going to be a big confidence boost if they look to get a win here today.
Certainly, I'm very impressed with that, but I got to tell you, I'm nervous because number 5, Antonikakis, is very special for this MIT team.
Antonikakis
leads the NUMAC
on the ball.
in scoring. There it is.
There she is.
Right
you
on
said
cue.
It.
Like I said, she leads the NUMAC conference in scoring. She has quite a resume on her. She's tied for number 1 in total points, leads in points per game, 2nd in 3-point percentage, 3rd in minutes per game. She is having a remarkable season.
And that's 2 for Ella Bushy. Emerson retakes a 2-point lead.
Antonikakis brings up the ball.
Antonikakis goes in all alone inside the paint, loses Polino, and she puts it in.
That's
ties
exactly
the game at
what
8.
she can do, Sam. She can drive to the basket, but she can also shoot from outside. She's a threat from everywhere. Emerson's got to figure out a way to shut her down today if they want to win.
4 points for her already as Bushy has the ball. She's unmarked. That's an easy 2 for Ella Bushy.
Her usage has been going up a lot lately. She's been getting a lot more minutes.
Emerson the first to reach double digits today. It's Antonikakis. There she goes again. Slings it to the perimeter. It's Sogstead. Back inside. That doesn't go. Great defense by Emerson as Katie Gallagher looked for the basket. And here's Delorier on the ball again.
It's like number 3, Sarah Berman is getting ready to sub in for MIT.
And Bushy, another layup. Back-to-back 2s for Ella Bushy as Emerson takes a 4-point lead. And a timeout is called by MIT. 4.5 minutes into the contest. A fast start, especially for the Lions. They knew they had to come in scoring, and they already have a dozen points on the board in the first quarter.
I gotta say, Sam, I'm really impressed with Emerson so far. I didn't expect them to get started off this hot, especially after they lost last game to Babson, 69-32. But coach of MIT, first-year coach Lucia Robinson-Griggs is gonna call a timeout, talk things over.
Emerson coming into this game 7-11, but they have a 3-5 record at home and 3-2 against the NUMAC. They've been very competitive against the NUMAC this season after a 2-8 start to the season. But Jackson, their last 2 losses in a row, they lost by a combined 67 points. They have been struggling to score points, and they know that the key to a win here at home is they have to get on the board early, get their shooters' confidence up, especially without Devin Hill today.
I would agree, and like I said, you got to watch Antonikakis, but you also have to watch the forward, Kylie Gallagher, who's having a very nice season, 12.9 points per game, almost averaging a double-double.
And Antonikakis back on the ball. And it's Gallagher. Whistle goes. Traveling
violation.
Emerson gets the ball back.
So like I said, Sarah Berman subbed in for Kamzi Wogu.
Delorier on Piper. Looking. On the perimeter, it's Katie Beckman, the lone senior on this team. Out to Delorier. Delorier from the perimeter for 3. Gets it to go!
There we go. Oh, it was a 2, Sam. It was a 2.
2-pointer for Delorier.
That's fine. We'll take that, because if those shots keep going in, we have a good chance today.
That's 5 points for Delorier inside 5 minutes. And it's Antonikakis for 3. Bounces off, rebounded. Antonikakis wants it. Gallagher gets it. Over Beckman. Doesn't get the roll. Tries to retreat, get the ball in. And it's out of bounds.
I'm worried, Sam.
Emerson ball.
Despite that being a turnover, we don't really have an answer. Emerson doesn't really have an answer for Kylie Gallagher. I mean, standing at 6'2", she's the tallest woman on the court, so.
She could be a menace in the paint for Emerson today.
It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out for sure.
Gibbons to Polino. Thinks about the 3. She goes to the ground and is dispossessed. Gallagher gets the counterattack started for MIT. It's Piper. Piper loses her defender. Shot goes up, and that shot is good. It's Annika Sogstead who gets the scoring for MIT. It's a 4-point game.
Sogstead, senior guard out of Minnesota.
Now Gibbons gets the screen. It's Delorier on Piper. Delorier for 2. No good. Bounces off to the right, and Antonikakis back on the ball. And here she goes. Great pass to Piper. Now to Gallagher. Unmarked. Foul was called.
I got to say, that was a tremendous foul because, like I said, Emerson doesn't have an answer for that height. I like it. Center of the line, make her work. Gallagher's shooting 71.9% from the charity stripe, though, so.
First pair of free throws in the game for MIT.
Hits
First one goes. Goes 1 for 2 from the line. 14-11 Emerson with 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Delorier back on the ball. It's Bushy. Bushy tries to lose her defender. It's Beckman, has space to shoot. Goes outside. Looking for the shot is Mackenzie Bruno. Good defense by the Engineers as the counterattack gets started.
Yeah, great block by Annika Sogstad.
On the outside, it's Sarah Berman. That shot's no good. Delorier with the rebound. Delorier has been everywhere early in this game as it's Gibbons again. Gibbons to Bushy, and Bushy scores.
There we go. There we go as Antonikakis takes it back in.
Emerson have already scored half the points they scored in their last game with 16 points on the board in the first quarter.
I love it. Here's Paula Piper, 22, just had the ball.
Sarah Berman for three, no good. And a loose ball. And it's a turnover for MIT. Emerson will get the ball back. 3:07 to go in the first quarter. It's been a high-scoring first quarter, Jackson.
Yeah, this has been exciting. This has been exciting for sure.
An exciting offensive first quarter for the home crowd. Delorier again to Gibbons.
Paula Piper's going to sub out.
It's Bruno.
Number 11, Angie Choi in for MIT.
Bruno puts it up. Loose ball, it's recovered by Sogstad. And the quick break slows down for MIT. Here's Angie Choi. Angie Choi fakes out her defender. It's Gallagher outside. Whistle goes. It's going to be a defensive foul as Ava Salty checks in for the Lions. Foul was called on Gibbons.
Ava Salty coming in now. She has been struggling from the field recently, shooting just 18.2% over her last 7 games. But we know that she can score, Sam. Career high 15 points. So.
Here's Sogstad. Choi on Delorier. Shot clock at 6 as Gallagher's wide open in the paint and she puts it in. They lose Gallagher.
We got to make that more difficult for Gallagher. But like I said, it's so difficult because we just don't have the size to match.
Delorier on Beckman. Delorier tries to pass it outside, and that pass is blocked as Sogstad on the counter to Choi on Salty, and that's a foul on Ava Salty. A quick break for MIT on the counter, as it'll be 2 free throws for Angie Choi, shooting 62.5% from the line this season.
Angie Choi, a computer science major, first-year student.
The first free throw goes in.
She had that calculated. It's the computer science.
She did.
That's how she hits the free throws. Yeah.
2 for 2.
Nice
Easy math.
high arcing form there. I like that.
Emerson lead by 1 with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Delorier directing traffic again, looking for Salty. Delorier on Antonikakis. Delorier drives. Delorier tries to put it up, and she loses possession.
Where's the call there?
And it's going to be Emerson possession, no shooting foul called on Antonikakis.
That didn't look clean to me. I was expecting a whistle there, but
Delorier is upset too. She thought she would get the call as well.
I guess that's why I'm not a referee.
Play restarting. Inbound from Bushy. Loose ball. Bruno picks it up. Salty on the ball. She loves to go for 3. She wants to. She goes to Delorier. Delorier on Antonikakis. Shot clock at 5. She needs to get the shot up. Delorier puts it up. Off the glass, off the rim. Doesn't go in. A whistle goes, and Emerson will retain possession. Foul was called on Annika Sogstad.
Here comes Delorier from the free throw line, shooting 70%. And she's had a great season. I mean, struggling lately, but the whole team has been struggling lately, Sam. So
and with Devin Hill out, she leads the team in points per game, and if they're going to win today, it's going to be because of her. That's 2 for 2 for Delorier, and that's 7 points for her so far. 92 seconds to go in the first quarter. Emerson lead 18-15.
Just like I said, Sam, Delorier's got to have a big game for Emerson to stay in this, and that's exactly what's going on. 7 points out of 18, and Emerson's up by 3.
Quick start for Delorier. Sogstad to Gallagher, double covered in the paint, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter for Gallagher.
I told you. I mean, Emerson doesn't even have a 6-footer on its team, and standing at 6'2". I mean, she's taller than both of us, Sam.
She is, as Polino slings it out. Salty for 3. No good. And it's Gallagher with the rebound. She ranks 3rd in the NUMAC in rebounds per game this season. And there she is again, and now Choi on the ball.
I expect her to have a lot of usage this game. I expect her to have a lot of rebounds, a lot of points, as she already does.
Choi slowing the tempo down. Now Antonikakis on the ball. Tries to shake O'Connor loose. Whistle goes. Another foul. Been a chippy first half too, hasn't it so far?
I got to tell you, researching for this game yesterday, Sam, I was really impressed with Antonikakis.
She jumps off the page for sure.
Angie Choi and Sydney Berman coming out now. Oh, never mind. They're not coming out. They're just talking to the coach.
Here's 2 free throws now. Antonikakis gets the first one to go. She's shooting 83% from the stripe this season.
That leads the NUMAC, Sam.
And the second one is good. Antonikakis coming off a game where she scored 23 points, got 4 rebounds and 5 assists in the win over Southern Maine on Wednesday. And she's coming in already with a hot start. Here's Polino. Whistle goes, it's traveling, called on Polino. And MIT get the ball back with a 1-point lead. 35 seconds to go in the first quarter. Sogstead to inbound, and Antonikakis on the ball again. Emerson will have to find an answer for her today. Choi on Delorier. Salty gets the turnover. Polino, and the shot clock is off with 20 seconds to go. It's Delorier.
Let's see if Delorier holds this ball. Yeah,
and they're going to run out the clock.
Down, of course.
Tell Salty to move. Delorier looking. It's Salty. She wants the shot to end the quarter. Salty, and that one falls short, out of bounds. Engineer ball with 2.5 seconds to go in the quarter.
You can't make them all, Sam.
Salty wanted it. Salty maybe the most aggressive shooter on this Lions team this season.
Certainly shooting 31% from 3. That's one of our best stats.
And Gallagher can't get the ball in time enough to shoot. 0-0 on the clock for the end of the first quarter, and it's been a high-scoring first quarter. MIT leads 19-18. Jackson, what are your takeaways in that amazing first quarter?
Well, it's like I said at the beginning, Sam. Antonikakis and Kylie Gallagher. Okay, those are the 2 players we need to watch. Kylie Gallagher with 5 points so far, Antonikakis with 6, combining for 11 out of MIT's 19. Just like I said, if Emerson wants a chance to win this game, we got to figure out a way to contain them. And again, it is hard because of Gallagher's size, but I don't know, hopefully we can double her in the paint, make things a little bit more difficult to her, maybe send her to the line a few times. It's tough because she is shooting well from the line. She is shooting 71.9% from the free throw line. And Antonikakis, you really don't want to send to the line because she leads the NUMAC in free throw percentage. So,
and points per game so far this season. Antonikakis with 6 points in the first quarter, but Olivia Delorier with 7 points. We talked about her in the pregame. She needs to have a strong game for Emerson to win, considering how much they've struggled on offense lately, especially in their last game, but already 18 quick points in the first quarter going into the second quarter. How do they keep up this momentum on offense?
Well, as I'm looking right now, Delorier is the only one on the floor to end that quarter, and she's the only one with points out of everybody on the floor. Like I said, she's got 7 points out of 18. She has got to keep scoring that ball. This whole team needs to break out of the shooting slump that they've found themselves in the last 2 games. Like I said, last game was tough. We lost 69-32 to Babson. But this first quarter, significantly closer than that game. I have been impressed with Emerson despite being down by 1 point.
Emerson this season they have 3 wins when they score at least 64 points in a game. So that's the key number to watch.
Yep.
Antonikakis on the ball again. On Polino, loses Polino. Puts her on skates, puts it up, and it falls out. Gallagher gets the rebound. It's Choi out to Antonikakis on Salty. Loses Salty. And the shot is blocked by Beckman, but the whistle goes. It's a foul on Katie Beckman.
Just like I said, you don't want to send her to the line. She has a tremendous free throw percentage.
Already 2 for 2 and has her second pair of free throws to go.
Yeah.
Can extend the lead to 3 points. Here's the first free throw. And that one goes in.
That's great form.
The best free throw shooter the NUMAC has to offer this season.
I'd argue the best player.
2 for 2. 21-18, MIT.
Here's Delorier.
It's Delorier now. On Beckman. Has Butchie to her left. Delorier Loses Beckman. It's Bushy. Bushy drives down the lane. Looking, surrounded by Black. And the pass to Beckman, but a whistle goes. It's an offensive foul. Emerson can't afford these turnovers, can they, Jackson?
No, they can't. They're losing momentum here hard.
3-point game. The pass goes to Sogstead. Back to Choi.
Sogstead interned at Nike, so she has some basketball connections in her professional life.
Antonikakis to the outside to Beckman. She gets it back on Beckman, stops, puts it up, and that falls short to the left. Rebounded by Beckman, and here comes Delorier. Delorier on Choi.
Paula Piper getting ready to come back in.
Polino. Bushy. Bushy on Choi. Bushy with her back to the basket, and the ball is stolen away. A whistle goes. As a substitution is made, Paula Piper comes back in the game for Angie Choi. And Bushy to inbound for Emerson.
Paula Piper's a threat to the Lions in many ways. She's a career-high 6 steals.
Here's Beckman. Beckman drives on Gallagher. The whistle goes. A foul was called on Gallagher. And we're going to see Katie Beckman at the line shoot 2 free throws now. A 60% shooter from the line this season.
You know, she has never attempted a 3.
The first of 2 free throws to come now. First one does not go in.
Air balls. You got to say that she's the leader of this team, right, Sam?
Absolutely.
Only senior on the team. Been here the whole time. Obviously minus last year when it was canceled due to COVID-19.
And she goes 0 for 2 from the line, but the rebound from Polino on Gallagher. Bounce pass to Bushy. Bushy turns.
Oh, what a block.
And a turnover. Great defense from the Engineers. Sogstead with the block. And now it's Berman. Piper slowing the pace down. Sogstead wants it. She gets it from Antonikakis. Beckman. Shot clock at 8 as Antonikakis tries to thread the baseline. And it's going to be a foul called on the Lions as we see Mackenzie Bruno ready to sign back into the game.
And there comes Trinity Gao subbing in for Sarah Berman. Trinity Gao, a junior guard majoring in computer science and finance.
8:06 to go in the first half. MIT lead 21-18. A bit of a scoring drought to open the second quarter. As the ball's back with Piper. Antonikakis loses Polino. Antonikakis puts it up. And that one doesn't go in, and it's rebounded. Here comes Delorier on the fast break for the Lions. Back pass to Bushy, to Polino for the 2. And that's to the right and wide, no good, and it's rebounded. Here's Antonikakis on the MIT counter. Piper on Delorier. Piper lofts that one up, and that floater is good.
That's a beautiful floater.
And that breaks our scoring duck. Delorier back on it. Now Salty. Salty from a deep 3, and that's wide to the left.
Yeah, the Lions kind of falling apart here, Sam.
Here's Trinity Gao on Gallagher. And the mismatch. Gallagher gets the rebound as that ball goes out to Gao.
That's a tremendous job by Mackenzie Bruno there guarding Gallagher.
Here's Piper on Delorier. Shot clock at 7 as Gallagher's wide open in the paint, and she puts it in again. They have no answers for Gallagher today.
Well, like I just said, Mackenzie Bruno did stop her on that one play, but ended up back in the Engineers' hands. But I don't know, maybe that's the Lions' answer going forward.
Bushy from a deep 3, that goes in and out, rebounded by Gao. And now Antonikakis drives again. Antonikakis on Polino, slings it out to the perimeter. The 3 for Sogstead, too far. Delorier pounces on it. And here she comes again. Delorier to Salty. Tries to go for 3 again. It's Delorier on it now. Delorier on the baseline.
Whoa.
She goes to the ground. A foul is called. And
no foul.
it'd be out of bounds.
Yeah, no foul.
Excuse me, out of bounds, and it'll be MIT ball as subs come in and out for both teams.
Gallagher's out for the first time this game.
This is a window for Emerson to get back in the game.
Could be.
But Antonikakis is still on the ball. Has 8 points in the game so far. That leads both teams. She's on Polino.
Even with Gallagher out, Wogu, number 25, is still the tallest on the court.
Here's Gal.
5'11".
Gal puts that shot up. That one must have been blocked.
Oh,
As the turnover for the
steal.
Engineers now. And Salty gets it to Delorier again.
They can't all be glorious, right?
They cannot. 7-point game, 25-18. Engineers on top with 5 minutes to go in the first half. It's Polino to Salty. Polino gets it back. Polino, that's a turnover, or is it?
Oh, foul.
Defensive foul on the Engineers.
Yeah, it looks like Paula Piper just got her arm there. Bianca Benson's gonna inbound it from the baseline.
5:27 to go in the half. The inbound from Benson. Polino. Gibbons. Gibbons tries to spin away. Out to Polino.
Need that.
Polino for three.
Hey!
That goes in. Polino delivers.
It's two. Foot was on the line, but still.
2 points for Polino. Here's Antonikakis. Guarded by Salty. It's Sogstead. Sogstead puts that shot up, and that's too far. Whistles go. Foul was called on MIT, and Emerson get the ball back.
Fans aren't happy with that. Neither is Coach Robinson Griggs.
Delorier back on the ball. This is a chance for Emerson to get back in the game with Gallagher on the bench right now.
Definitely is.
Here's Polino.
Emerson could try driving to the paint now.
Delorier, 7 points in the first quarter, held scoreless since. Salty has it back. It's Bianca Benson for three. No good. Gibbons rebounds. Delorier for three. Top of the key. That one's no good. 4 black shirts inside the paint with Gibbons trying to get it back. A whistle goes. It's a foul called on Gibbons.
Chelsea Gibbons is fired up about that one.
The inbound to come from Paula Piper.
She's not happy.
Still a 5-point game. Emerson have come out slow to start this quarter. Only 2 points on the board so far in the last 5 minutes for Emerson.
Yeah, has not been a good second quarter.
Antonikakis all alone for three. That's too far.
You don't see
And
that
Emerson
very often
rebound.
from her.
You don't see that very often from her. Delorier. She's been leading the charge for Emerson's offense today. And she still has the ball, and she puts it up, and that one is short.
No call.
And she goes to the floor. Here's Piper. That goes up from Sogstead, and that goes in off after some rattling, and MIT extend their lead to 7 now.
Yeah, Emerson's got to put up some points.
The biggest lead of the game so far for both teams.
I'm shocked. I mean, after the first quarter, Emerson really came out firing. Both teams did, but scoring has definitely gone down this quarter.
Emerson looking for the response on offense. Only 1 basket so far in the second quarter. Delorier. Shot clock at 6. Delorier has to get it off. It's Benson for 3, and that one falls in.
Go.
Bianca Benson for 3.
Big shot from Bianca Benson.
Piper now. It's a 4-point game. Piper on Delorier. Gives it to Gal. Inside, it's Wogu back off the bench, and she puts it in.
I'll tell you what, that shot by Bianca Benson, that was her first made field goal since November 20th. So that's a big shot for the team, and it's a big shot for her and her confidence as well.
It's a big shot for Emerson's offensive confidence. As 3 minutes are left in the second quarter, a miscommunication between Delorier and Polino as that pass goes out of bounds. As subs are made for the Engineers. As you see Gal go out, and Gallagher is back in. 3 minutes to go in the first half. MIT lead 29-23. On the ball is Piper. It's Wogu. Sogstead. Gallagher again on Salty, and that one's too high. The rebound by Quinn O'Connor, and Delorier on it again. Delorier driving down the lane. And what a finish. What a move from Olivia Delorier. Her first points in the quarter.
Oh, no.
And the far pass of Gallagher, she can't finish it off.
Lucky break there for the Lions.
And here's a quick break for the Lions. It's Polino. Has Salty if she needs her. Delorier to Polino inside. Polino spins. Polino puts it up with the right. And a beautiful finish from Polino. It's a 2-point game.
Beautiful from Polino. Beautiful from the Lions. Managing to claw their way back in this game. Get it? Lions.
Nice one. A crafty finish from Polino, the junior. Great bounce pass to Gallagher.
Oh.
A whistle goes.
Gotta say, lucky that wasn't an and one. I thought she was gonna make that.
Gallagher finding herself all alone inside again.
Oh wow, it wasn't even a foul.
No foul was called. It's gonna be Emerson possession.
Just tremendous defense from the Lions.
And Benson inbounds to Delorier. Emerson can tie the game or take the lead on this possession after what's been a very slow second quarter. Here's Delorier on Mackenzie Bruno. Polino. Benson pumps. Wants Bruno. Finds Bruno. Bruno on Gallagher. Bruno puts it up. And it bounces off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Nwogu. And here comes Piper for the MIT Engineers. It's Antonakakis. Back in the game. On the baseline. Puts it up. And that one's good.
That's a tough finish.
Crafty from Antonakakis.
Tough finish from Antonakakis.
She makes it look too easy.
She certainly does. She slowed down this quarter. Oh!
Benson for three. And that's short. Antonakakis on it again, leading the charge. It's a 3-on-1, but Antonakakis puts it up anyway. Rebounded by Nwogu. And Nwogu finishes it off on the second try.
Yeah, like I said, Nwogu is another big presence for this team. Standing at 5'11".
Only a minute to go in the half.
Filling in
6-point
that
game.
forward role.
High pass for Polino from Bruno. That one goes out of bounds. Another miscommunication from the Lions. But Jackson, so far in the second quarter, it's been the second chance points for the Engineers.
Certainly has.
Not only from Gallagher, but also from Nwogu.
Besides that 1 minute stretch we saw just about a minute ago, Emerson has been struggling offensively.
Only 9 points in the second quarter for the Lions after putting up 18 in the first. Here's Antonakakis. Goes to work again. Gallagher with the rebound on two Emerson defenders. The second try goes too high, and now here comes Emerson. The shot clock has been turned off, and they can run the clock out on this possession, and it's in Delorier's hands. "15 seconds to go. Delorier on Sogstead. Delorier looking to do it. She puts it out to Benson. Benson for three, and it's good! Bianca Benson with her second three of the second quarter. 2 seconds to go, and the shot goes up. The Hail Mary is in! Unbelievable three for the Engineers to end the first half.
Wow!
Unbelievable. Unreal end to this first half in Boston. MIT take a 6-point lead, 36-30. Jackson, what are your first half takeaways?
Well, I'm still reeling after that outrageous end of that half. I got a few takeaways. First of all, like I said, Gallagher and Antonakakis, the same thing I've been saying the whole game. If Emerson wants a chance, we're going to have to contain them. I was really impressed with Bianca Benson making those 2 threes. Like I said, has not made a field goal since November 20th. So that is very impressive for her, and that's got to be good for her confidence. Delorier also having a solid game, but, you know, Emerson really slowed down throughout the first half of that second quarter. So we're going to see, you know, it's only a 6-point game. We still got a lot of game to play. So we'll see how it plays out.
A lot of game to go. An incredibly entertaining first half of NewMac basketball. We're going to take a halftime break with the teams. Thank you for watching Emerson Channel Sports. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
mean, where should I really even start? I got people in the dark. I got my across the street living large. Thinking back to the fact that they dead on my raps on the backs and they sat with the bars. I got 2 phones, one need to charge. They twins, I can tell them apart. I got big packs coming on the way. I got big stacks coming to save. I got a little max with me either way. It's a big gap between us and the game. In the next life, I'm trying to stay paid. What I got for my money.
Sports basketball doubleheader. We're back for the second half of the MIT Engineers and the Emerson Lions. MIT coming into the second half up by 6 points. Jackson, this is an incredibly entertaining first half, but one storyline you can pick out, Bianca Benson with back-to-back threes in the second quarter, getting her new season high in points with 6.
Yeah, she had two really big shots to end that quarter. Obviously, we also had a massive on MIT. Getting back to 6 game. We'll see how it goes.
And Benson coming into the game being held scoreless in 8 of her last 9 games, getting threes in the second quarter. As that shot goes up, that's no good. Rebounded by Beckman, and Deloria on the ball now. Jackson, what is it going to take for the Emerson offense to keep up with the Engineers?
We need a continued big game from Deloria. We need to hit shots. We need to hit perimeter shots. We certainly need to find a way to guard Anthony Kakis and Tyler Gallagher.
Polino on the ball. And that's going to be a defensive foul on the Engineers.
Fouls on MIT.
And Jackson, what a thrilling end to the half it was with back-to-back threes.
Team first.
One from Benson and then the one from Piper. The half-court heave on the buzzer beater.
Amazing. It's been an amazing game so far.
Spectacular end to the half, and hopefully we have another spectacular half here. Here's Bushy to Gibbons. Gibbons for a deep three, and that's too far of the mark, and the rebound comes from Sogstead. And here comes Antonakakis again. Antonakakis puts it up, rebound by Gallagher, and Gallagher goes to the floor. Foul called on Emerson. Gallagher will go to the line.
Fouls on Emerson number 1, Olivia Deloria.
Fouled by Deloria.
Team first.
And Gallagher 1 for 2 on her first pair of free throws, and she'll go back for 2 more.
She's been a solid shooter from the line.
First one is good, and the second one to come. 2 for 2. 71% free throw shooter this season as Emerson restart down by 8 inside a minute of the second half. And Deloria led the Lions with 9 points in the first half. She's going to have a big second half as well.
For sure.
Polino surrounded by black shirts. Ball goes out of bounds. Emerson ball.
Carla Polino has been struggling from the field over the last 2 games, shooting just 8.3%.
Polino shooting 1 for 5 from 3 last week. As that ball is fumbled, and here comes MIT. Here's Piper, who had the half-court buzzer beater, and it's Antonakakis on the no-look pass. Gallagher surrounded by White. The pass goes out to Sogstead for 3, and it's too far when Nwogu rebounds. And she's on it, guarded by Bushy. Nwogu. Sogstead slings it out to Piper. Piper loses her defender, puts it up, and that rattles in.
Yeah, I know we talk about Antonakakis the whole game. We talked about Gallagher, but I've been really impressed with Paula Piper on MIT. She's had a tremendous game.
It makes it a 10-point lead. It's the largest lead of the game so far for the Engineers, up by 10.
Yeah, the Lions needed to come out a little bit stronger.
Lions haven't scored yet in the first 2 minutes of the second half. As Polino's on the ball, Bushy wants it back. It goes to Beckman. She has Gibbons to her right, Deloria to her left, but she goes and does it all herself, and the block from Gallagher comes in, and Nwogu rebounds, and here come the Engineers. Piper inside to Gallagher. Great pass, even better finish. 12-point game.
Paula Piper, like I said, tremendous game. I think that puts her at 9 points.
Deloria goes up, and she puts it in and does it herself, and that makes it a 10-point game again. Deloria with 11 points now. Antonakakis inside to Gallagher. That connection has been killing Emerson's defense all game. Antonakakis to Gallagher.
Emerson ball.
Turnover there.
10-point game, 7:20 on the clock in the third quarter.
Here comes Deloria with the ball again.
Deloria has answered the call. Emerson's leading scorer so far, 11 points to lead Emerson to try and break their scoring duck from the last 2 games. Here's Polino. The loft pass to Beckman. Whistle goes. Offensive foul.
Violation, MIT ball.
Traveling violation. You can't be making those mistakes if you're the Emerson Lions trying to fight back down 10.
Jackson, the Lions have already matched their offensive output from their loss to Babson on Wednesday. They only put up 32 points on Wednesday. They have 32 here halfway through the third quarter, but they need a lot more if they're going to climb back in this game.
That is true. MIT put up 85 in their last game against the University of Southern Maine.
Here's Nwogu on Bushy. Nwogu with the right, and that is perfect.
It's looking like they might hit that again.
Nwogu and Gallagher have been menaces in the paint for Emerson tonight. Here's Bushy. Bushy goes to the floor. Defensive foul. That's called on Annika Sogstead.
Fouls on MIT number 24, Annika Sogstead.
Annika Sogstead out of Minnesota, a data science and business analytics major, averaging 7.3 points a game.
Bushy to inbound. That pass to Polino on Nwogu. Polino does it herself, and that won't fall into the bucket. And here come MIT now. It's Piper again. Gets the screen from Gallagher. Slings it to Nwogu on the outside. Whistle goes traveling, called on the Engineers. We get ready for a substitution. Here comes Grace Harrington for the Engineers.
She has a career high of 2 points. So we could see a new career high here tonight.
Sogstead goes
Another
to the bench.
career high.
Delorier on the ball. 6:10 to go in the third. MIT lead 44-32. Emerson only with 2 points to open the second half so far. Bushy looking to change that. Surrounded by Black. Foul goes. And that'll be 2 free throws for Ella Bushy.
She's been all right from the line. Shooting 59%.
Second personal, team's third.
These are some big shots.
Ella Bushy at the
Bring it back
line,
to 10.
shooting 2.
Here's his first free throw. First one is good from Ella Bushy. That's 9 points for her so far. Has 10 points in the combined 2 last games. And she's 2 for 2 from the line. How big are those free throws, Jackson?
Oh, they're big. We're not out of double digits yet, but closer we can get to single digits, the better.
Antonakakis to Gallagher again. Gallagher, the screen to Harrington, to Piper. Piper stops, Piper looks, Harrington thinks about the 3, hesitates. It's Piper again. The bounce pass to Gallagher. It's stolen by Delorier. It's stolen by Gibbons. And Gibbons comes charging. It's Polino to Beckman. Traveling called on Polino.
We gotta cut down on those traveling calls, Sam. I mean, we just keep losing the ball unnecessarily.
It's been turnovers have been the story for Emerson's second half so far. Not been able to generate a lot of good looks either. It's been great defense by MIT, as much as we've seen Antonakakis and Gallagher go to work as well. The deep 3 goes up, that's too far, and here's Gibbons with the rebound. The fast break for Emerson. Gibbons leading the charge on Piper. Delorier wants it, Delorier gets it, she shoots, and it bounces off the rim, no good. And the fast break from Antonakakis, 2-on-1. Delorier back on defense, and Antonakakis can't hit it. And a loose ball. Foul called on the Lions.
I gotta say, despite the fact that Antonakakis has 3 more points, Paula Piper out here with 7 points and 6 assists. I think she's been the player of the game so far.
Foul number 33, Grace Harrington. Her first personal.
It's been a very balanced offensive effort from the Engineers so far. Gallagher leading with 11 points, Antonakakis only behind her with 10, and then Nwogu with 8 and Piper with 7. 3 of those coming at the buzzer in the first quarter, in the first half. Delorier inside to Polino. Polino tries to turn. Polino puts it up with the left, and that can't go in. Rebounded by Harrington, and Piper comes marching. Piper puts that one up. Piper finishes that one off nicely. That's 9 points for Paula Piper.
Paula Piper's my MVP.
Delorier to Beckman. Guarded by Gallagher. Polino now. It's Bushy. Pumps. Polino. Down the lane. Polino trying to find a pass. Delorier gets it. Delorier stops. She shoots. And she puts it in. Olivia Delorier with a celestial finish. Timeout calls. How big of a momentum shift is that for Emerson, Jackson?
Big shot for Delorier. We need Delorier to be hitting those if we're going to come back into this game.
Olivia Delorier, that's her 14th point of the game so far. We knew coming in. Go ahead, Jackson.
I was going to say Emerson found themselves in single digits. Finally, like I said, that's the most important part. So yeah, we did know that Deloria was going to have a good game, and that's exactly what she's doing. But Emerson still finds themselves behind. However, a lot of basketball left to play.
Deloria shooting 37% from behind the arc this season. She already has 2 threes in the game. 14 points on the game. We knew she was going to have to be the offensive spark, the one to ignite this Emerson offense, which has struggled tremendously on offense so far this season, especially since winter break. But 37 points on the board, you're within 9 now. What's the key? What are you telling the huddle if you're Emerson's coach? What are you telling the team as they try to claw back into this game down by 9?
I'm saying look for people open on the perimeter. The three-point shooting has been awful for Emerson this game compared to how it's been in the last 2 games. You know that you have Gallagher in the paint. You know that you have Wogu in the paint. So I don't know if driving is the right way to go right now. Again, they've done a good job containing Angela Kakis, but like I said, Paula Piper's ball movement and vision has been tremendous this game. So we got to figure out a way to stop
Emerson are 5 of 16 so far from 3 in this game, while MIT is only 1 of 7, and that one coming at the buzzer. Antonakakis puts it on the floor. She goes to the floor. Whistle goes. That's a foul on Katie Beckman.
Katie Beckman's frustrated about that, you can tell.
Emerson foul number 4, Katie Beckman.
MIT's offense has been centered around getting the ball in the paint, letting Antonakakis go to work, and Gallagher get those second chance points. It really hasn't been a lot of perimeter shots for MIT, but they're still up by 9. The bullet pass to Gallagher goes off her face. It's going to be a foul. It looks like it's on Beckman again.
Yeah, she's getting frustrated. Yeah, she's going to come off now. Because how many fouls?
Polino comes back into the game for Beckman.
She's got to be in foul trouble, right?
That's 4 fouls for Beckman. She's in foul trouble now. Here's Grace Harrington in acres of space. A 2-foot jumper, and that's an air ball. Rebounded, and Gallagher puts it in again. There she is again. Kylie Gallagher, 13 points for her.
They made that too easy for Gallagher.
They have no answer for her.
They don't.
It's Polino on Gallagher. Bushy has so much space with the right. The floater doesn't go in, out of bounds, and Emerson will get another crack at the apple.
If there are any student athletes listening to this right now who play women's basketball and are above 6 feet, Emerson, we need
Deloria for 3. That bounces off. The rebound by Gibbons. Quick thinking from her. Polino for the 2. No good either. And the rebound by Piper as here come the Engineers. The air pass to Gallagher. Polino tries to play defense, and the rebound comes for Ella Bushy, and Emerson get the ball back. That's a big defensive stand.
Yeah, that's great defense. Double teaming right under the basket.
Under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. MIT with an 11-point lead as Bushy has the ball. She goes to the floor. It's a foul called on Grace Harrington. And that'll be 2 free throws for Ella Bushy. Bushy 2 for 2 on the game so far from the line, and 10 points on the game. And there she goes. First free throw is good. The second make can get this back within single digits for Emerson. And she goes 2 for 2 from the line on that pair of free throws. 7 for 10 in her last 5 combined games from the line, and she's 4 for 4 today, Jackson.
She certainly is.
Piper. Antonakakis, fresh off the bench, loses Polino. Creates the space, and she puts the shot up, but it's blocked, and Gibbons on the ball now.
Antonakakis not very shaken up, but her headband fell off.
Deloria inside to Bushy. Bushy turns. Bushy puts it up with the right, and it can't go in. Unlucky finish for her.
Good rebound.
As it's a fight for the ball inside the paint. And MIT will get the ball. That's an unlucky possession for the Lions.
Very unlucky, but Piper inbounding this to Sarah Furman, who's just subbed in.
Here comes Bianca Benson again, coming up for Chelsea Gibbons. And Bianca Benson with a season high 6 points so far today, including 2 threes in the 2nd quarter. Emerson only with 9 points in the third quarter coming out of the locker room. Piper to Antonakakis. Stops, shoots, and scores. A nice finish from Antonakakis.
That's her shot. She loves the mid-range. She can really score from anywhere, I guess.
She can score from anywhere, and that's a dozen for her now on the day. Delorier slings it out to Benson. She's already had 2 threes today. It's Polino on Gallagher. Polino gets blocked by Gallagher. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Emerson ball again, but Gallagher offensively and defensively, Emerson have had no interest for her today.
And that's what we expected.
Polino. Bruno now in the game. Guarded by Antonakakis, and over her, that's an air ball, no good, and Antonakakis falls on it, and here she comes again for the Engineers. Antonakakis spins, bounce pass to Gallagher. Double covered, puts it up with the left, no good. Gallagher gets the rebound again, passes it out. It's Piper. Pass inside to Gallagher, and that is a nice finish for Gallagher again. She cannot be stopped.
She cannot be stopped. We just don't have the height.
No matter who you put on her, it's a mismatch.
Yeah.
It's a mismatch, I should say. Laurier, whistle goes as Bushy goes to the floor.
Emerson slipping, letting this game slip through their fingers right now.
Largest deficit of the game now for the Lions, 13 points with only 62 seconds on the clock. In the third quarter, MIT leads 52-39. Here's 2 more free throws for Ella Bushy. She's 4 for 4 on the game so far. They get 5 for 5.
You know, that helps when you have a player who's shooting very consistently from the free throw line like that.
Free throws are absolutely critical in a game like this.
They certainly are. Emerson's going to need a big fourth quarter, obviously, to come back in this game. But I hope at the very least we manage to keep it close.
And she misses that free throw. That's her first miss of the game after making 5 so far. Under a minute left in the third. 12-point game. Antonakakis loses possession. To scramble for the ball as she still has it. Strong hands from Antonakakis. Wow. And she slings it outside. It's Harrington for 2. That's too far. Bushy tries to get the rebound, but it goes off her hands, and it's MIT ball.
And that was incredible from Antonakakis.
How did she hold on to the ball there?
2 lines around her.
Strong on the ball. And MIT retained possession, and here she is, looking.
Oh,
and that's
steal.
A turnover from her, and they draw the foul. It's Ella Bushy having a great game so far, 13 points. 31 seconds to go in the third quarter. MIT lead by 14.
Christina Antonakakis taking the blame for that last turnover.
We're going to see Ella Bushy with another set of free throws, her 4th. That one goes in. They sent Bushy to the line 4 times today.
Yeah, wow.
This will be her 8th free throw. And she can't make that one. Make it 6 for 8 on the game.
That's all right. Can't make them all, but she's tied to Laurier now in scoring.
Here's Piper. We saw what she could do at the end of the last half. Antonakakis. She drives, she stops, she puts it up, and that falls short. A rebound by Harrington, and she puts it in.
That ties her career high, believe it or not.
MIT have been ruthless on getting second chance points. 5 seconds to go in the third. Benson looks for 3 again. Oh, she gets it again! Bianca Benson with the career high! And she gets the buzzer beater to end the third quarter.
Wow. You know, no matter how this game ends, Sam, we have had our share of excitement. Let's get a replay of that. I want to see that shot again.
I can't say I've ever seen a game with 2 buzzer beaters, but here we are. Unreal end to the third quarter, and that could be a big momentum shift. We've seen Emerson rally before. They were down big by Fisher in their last game before the winter break. They were down by 12, and they ended up winning that game. They know they have the heart, and they have the talent to come from behind and in this game in the NUMAC against MIT. This team is coming in winning 5 straight games, but Emerson needs to break their losing duck. What do they have to do to finish this fourth quarter and come out on top?
Well, just like you said, we're going to need heart, we're going to need fight, and most importantly, we have 10 minutes. So Emerson's definitely got plenty of time, but you know, the home crowd here, not a big showing. MIT, you know, right across the Charles River, they have a lot of fans here too, so I don't know how much that helps us, but you know, we are the Lions' Den here, so we need to have a lot of heart, a lot of passion, a lot of fight.
That's Benson's third 3 of the game, and that's 6 for the Lions so far today. MIT only have 1 3 so far. They've been dominating inside the paint, getting second chance points, whether it's been Nwogu, Gallagher, and even Harrington getting on the action at the end of that quarter.
Certainly. I'm excited to see the end. We've had some exciting moments. I hope it ends in that way too.
10 minutes to go from downtown Boston. MIT lead 54-44 as Delorier is on the ball now. And now it's to Gibbons. Bruno to Polino. Fast ball move from the Lions. Polino stops, looking, slings it out to Gibbons. Gibbons drives, she puts it up, that's too far. Ball is swatted out of bounds by MIT. Emerson will get an inbound. And the way you start the comeback is setting the tone in the fourth quarter with a score on this drive, isn't it, Jackson?
Certainly. Ava Salty's going to check in for Mackenzie Bruno.
And Ava Salty, the most aggressive three-point shooter on this team, and here she comes.
Yep.
She could be another offensive spark if she gets on the board. She's been held scoreless so far in this game. Here's Bushy, bounces it out, and it's a turnover. It's Paula Piper on the ball now. Guarded by Polino. Piper looking. It's Antonakakis on Delorier. Antonakakis slings it out. And that's going to be too far for Saugard as the ball goes out of bounds.
Out of bounds, Emerson ball.
Emerson will get the ball back. Only a minute inside the fourth quarter, and you can feel the sense of urgency from the Lions.
Oh,
they know that
certainly.
they have to start quickly if this comeback is going to work.
They certainly do. Delorier taking up the ball.
Delorier leading the Lions with 14 points today, along with Ella Bushy. She has Bushy to her left, and she has the ball now. Guarded by Nwogu. Bushy. It's offensive foul called.
That's tough. That's tough for the Lions.
These turnovers could be costly.
Certainly.
MIT will restart a minute into the fourth quarter. That
Emerson.
remains a 10-point game.
That's Emerson's 13th turnover this game compared to only 7 by MIT.
Antonakakis spins. Tries to get Polino off of her, and she does. The bounce pass. Foul goes traveling on the Engineers. Another turnover.
That's Olivia Joseph, first-year forward out of Pennsylvania.
Delorier on it again. Delorier looking to lead the comeback. Delorier for the long 2. Got it! Emerson with an 8.
Back to single digits, Sam.
That's Delorier's 16th point of the game. Antonakakis. Antonakakis looking to generate some space. A near turnover, but the 2 goes up. That's no good. Rebound by Emerson. Here comes Ella Bushy. And now Delorier has it again.
This is big, Sam. You can feel us taking that momentum back, so let's see what happens now.
You can feel the energy shifting in this building. Salty telling her to go. Here's Bushy on Nwogu. It's Polino. Gibbons. Bushy wants it. A sling out to Delorier. Delorier looking to create space. Keeps possession. Polino. Polino goes for 3. Polino scores. There we go. Beautiful 3 from Carla Polino. It's a 5-point game
That's
now.
a massive shot, Sam. That's a massive shot from Carla Polino. That woke us up.
The momentum is shifting here in Boston. Here's Antonakakis. Loses Polino. Antonakakis for the 2. What a finish. And that's a great response from the Engineers.
That's what you need from your leading scorer when you feel the momentum shift that way. Let's see what the Lions can do now.
It'll be a shootout here in the fourth quarter. Antonakakis, Delorier, Bushy, Benson. Unbelievable performances. Bushy again. She loses possession, and she retreats on defense. Piper up with the right, and she gets it to go. That's points off a quick turnover, and MIT suddenly up by 9 again.
That's crushing for the Lions, but I like what I saw. We still got 6 minutes, almost 7 to go left.
And a near turnover again for the Lions, but a whistle goes. It's a defensive foul.
The MIT fans upset with that one. Let's see a replay.
And it's Carla Polino. That was a big three to get the crowd energized. Her first three of the game. That puts her at 7 points so far.
That was a big shot, Sam. You see the cheerleaders getting excited. The whole building's getting excited.
Still
the MIT fans.
a 9-point game here. As the tough finish from Delorier doesn't go in, and it's rebounded by MIT, and now Angie Choi back in the game. Paul Piper 2 now. Good pass to Choi. Choi goes up for the 2, and that goes in. 6-0 run for the Engineers.
That's tough. You can tell the Lions are upset about that. Back to double digits.
11-point game.
And the Engineers just seized the momentum right back there.
Emerson need a spark, and they need it quickly. Only 6 minutes to go. Polino spins on Nwogu. Surrounded. Bounce pass to Bushy. Loose ball recovered by Gibbons. Taken by Delorier, and that bucket goes in. And that basket's gonna count. And she's gonna go to the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's a big play. I was awaiting commenting because it seemed like there was some confusion there with the players. But yes, it was an and one. Delorier is gonna try to make a 3-point play.
Delorier 2 for 2 from the line so far today. Shooting 70.5% from the charity stripe so far.
Check out that replay. I mean, what and one.
And that's a 3-point play for Emerson. Now back within 7. 18 points for Delorier. Making it an 8-point game.
8-point game.
Piper. Gallagher back off the bench. Choi. Antonakakis. The quick feet. And the swift finish from her.
Come on.
You just can't stop her today.
That's an outrageous finish from Antonakakis. Can't stop for anything.
Points.
You know, 16 points is an off day for her, Sam. Averaging just
day.
above 22.
She could be big as she wears down this Emerson defense. Delorier for 3. That's wide of the mark. Recovered by Piper. And Piper, the high pass to Gallagher, recovered by Gibbons. And Gibbons with a fast break. She has Salty outside, but she does it all herself, but she can't put it in.
That's got to be frustrating for Chelsea Gibbons.
10-point game, 5 minutes to go. Antonakakis on it again. She turns on the Jets, and she's surrounded by White. A good block from Delorier. It's out of bounds. Antonakakis on a dime and creates space so elegantly, unlike anybody on the court right now.
Certainly. Here's Paula Piper going to inbound. Like I said, tremendous game from her.
Whistle goes. Defensive foul.
Chelsea Gibbons frustrated with that.
5 minutes to go.
10-point game.
Foul was called on Chelsea Gibbons, and that will send Annika Sogstead to the line.
Annika Sogstead at the line, shooting 2.
And that's a miss for Annika Sogstead. She hasn't attempted a free throw today. Before that one, she's 0 for 1 so far. She'll have a second try now. 1 for 2, 11-point contest. And now under 5 minutes to go here. The clock is Emerson's enemy right now as the whistle goes. Defensive foul on MIT. Jackson, Emerson are running out of time, aren't they?
They certainly are, but you know, 5 minutes is a lot of time in the game of basketball, so we'll see what can happen now.
It's a lot of time, but if they're going to go on a run, it has to come quickly.
Yeah, they need to score here.
19 points for her as she gets it to Beckman, the senior. Looking for Salty. She has space to the left. Beckman with her back to the basket. It's Bushy. Bushy fumbles possession. She goes to the ground with Antonakakis.
I think that's going to be Lions ball. Nope, Engineers ball.
Another turnover, Jackson. Those have been critical, and Emerson seemingly can't find their way right now. After that amazing run to start the fourth quarter, they're coming out cold.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, it's tough to win a game when you have that many turnovers.
Piper, Antonakakis. Antonakakis goes. She backs up on Bushy. Looking for Gallagher. Slings it out to the outside. It's Choi on Salty. Bounce pass to Gallagher. Choi to Sogstead. Antonakakis turns the fadeaway and an amazing right-handed finish from Antonakakis. That's 18 points for her.
That could be the dagger.
Ava Salty for three.
Oh.
Bang! Ava Salty for three.
That gives him some life. Back down to 10.
That gets Ava Salty on the board at last, and it's back within to a 10-point game, 4:01 on the clock, an Emerson timeout, and that could be a big timeout. MIT reclaiming the momentum after a slow start to the fourth quarter, and Emerson have had a slow period, going dry for a long time, but it's been an incredibly entertaining game so far. The fourth quarter, it's been
Let's check out a replay of that
game once again.
Buzzer beater while we're taking a break here.
Here we see it again, the half-court buzzer beater.
We went crazy for this, Sam, didn't we?
We went ballistic for this. It's Bianca Benson, a new career high for her. 9 points on the game, all three-pointers, including that one. That was a big momentum shift. We've seen so many three-pointers from Emerson so far. We've seen 8 three-pointers from Emerson so far. They're shooting 38% from three on the game so far, and MIT still only with one, but here it is from Ava Salty.
Ava Salty.
Her first points of the game.
Automatic. That's our best three-point shooter.
Ava Salty's first three of the game, and no better time for it than right now.
Certainly.
Maybe to spark a comeback to the Lions.
Let's hope so. Engineers get at the ball here with 4 minutes to go.
Emerson have 3 wins this season when they get at least 64 points, and they're within 9 of that mark so far. Under 4 minutes to go. Gallagher for the 2. Bounces off, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's Emerson ball as Bushy wins possession. It's going to be a foul called on MIT, but Emerson will have possession as Delorier gets ready to start this comeback.
Let's see it.
Delorier, 19 points, leads the game for both teams. Gibbons for a deep 3. No good. Rebounded by Gallagher. There she is again, and she gives it to Antonakakis.
That's exactly right, Sam. There she is again. She's been a dominating presence the whole entire game.
That's her 11th rebound of the game. Antonakakis to Choi. Choi finds space. Choi puts it up, and the floater goes in. As she and Bushy go to the floor. It's a 12-point game. Delorier gets the quick attack started. It's Beckman. Bushy wants it. Salty gets it. Salty for 3 again. No good. And the rebound is fought for. On the ground is Gallagher and Bushy. As we await who will have possession. MIT will get the possession back, and that's a backbreaker for the Lions.
Certainly is. Carla Polino is going to come in for Katie Beckman. 3 minutes. It's going to take something tremendous for the Lions to claw back into this game.
It's going to take a magical fourth quarter comeback for the Lions to come back now.
Certainly.
And here's the magician herself, Antonakakis, with 18 points. She wants more. And it's a turnover. Gibbons puts on the loose ball, but it goes out of bounds. MIT will get possession back.
Engineers ball being inbounded by Annika
Sogstead on the ball. Antonakakis passes it to Piper. Antonakakis for 3. Whistle goes as she goes to the ground.
She's gonna get 3 shots.
That's going to be a foul called on Carla Polino.
Was it called on the floor? Oh, it's called on the floor. Okay.
No free throws for Antonakakis after the deep 3 attempt. Antonakakis has been something special today, hasn't she?
She certainly has, Sam.
Sogstead
Big 3. Antonakakis, Kylie Gallagher, Paula Piper.
Here she is again. To Piper. To Gallagher. Surrounded by White. Whistles go. MIT foul. Emerson ball. 2.5 minutes on the clock. It's MIT 67, Emerson 55. Emerson have 2.5 minutes to climb back from a 12-point deficit. Can they do it?
I hope so.
Delorier.
Take a shot here, though.
Bushy. Gibbons wants it. Bushy looking to do it all herself, and she goes to the floor. No foul was called as MIT are on the ball, and the quick counter, Antonakakis to Gallagher. That goes out. It's recovered by Choi. Antonakakis again. Slowing the play down with 2 minutes to go. Antonakakis. Sogstead. Choi. Antonakakis slips, recovers. Ball is stolen, but the finish from Sogstead goes in.
That should just about do it. Lions down by 14 points now.
14-point deficit now, 1:37 and counting to go. Polino to Salty. Wants to shoot three again, you can sense it. But Bushy has it. Top of the key, it's Delorier from the Numac. Delorier stops, Gibbons. Shot clock at 8 now as that ball is turned over again, and that's the story of Emerson's second half. Turnovers and missed opportunities.
It's tough to win a game when you keep turning over the ball, as we've said.
Under 70 seconds left. MIT happy to run the clock out. Antonakakis. One-handed pass. Out to Sogstead. That's too high. And Choi tries to pounce on the rebound. It's off of her. Emerson ball. Only 56 seconds to go. And Jackson, this might be a mountain too high for Emerson to climb back.
I think it certainly is. So the Lions are going to fall to 11 and 12. 3 and 3 in the conference.
Delorier.
MIT is going to rise to 10 and 7.
MIT 42 seconds away from their 6th straight win. As that basket comes in from Ella Bushy. An incredible finish and the one to pounce with it. And that matches her season high, 16 points. Wow. With this free throw, she can get a new season high.
She's had a tremendous game. It's unfortunate that the rest of the team is somewhat struggling.
This will be her 9th free throw attempt of the game.
You know, Sam, even though we lost, you got to feel good about the Emerson Lions going forward. Coming off 2 really, really embarrassing losses. Making this one a close game against a team that we weren't supposed to beat.
And the miss from Delorier for 3. As the rebound from Bushy, he tries to get it in. It's no good, but that'll send her to the line.
Fouls on MIT number 22, Paula Piper. That's her 4th personal.
Ella Bushy going to go to the line for the 10th time today.
Wow.
She's 6 for 9 from the charity stripe so far today.
Ella Bushy at the line.
33 and a half seconds left on the clock. Ella Bushy shooting 2. And the first one goes, and that's a new season high for her. 17 points for Ella Bushy. 7 of them coming from the charity stripe.
That's the highlight for Bushy, despite Delorier being the top scorer. You know, these two had a good game. Bianca Benson obviously had a great game on the bench. Beyond that, Lions are going to really make it work today in the second half. Too many turnovers.
Ella Bushy 8 for 11 from the line today. She was 7 of 10 in her last 5 games combined. Shows you the impact she's had from the line today. 20 seconds left in a 10-point game. Antonakakis. That's an air ball, but Gallagher rebounds again. She's been everywhere today and fighting until the last minute. Gallagher with 13 rebounds now today.
She's got a double-double. Paula Piper's almost got a double-double with assists.
Under 10 seconds to go, Delorier to Salty. 5 seconds on the clock. Salty, it's Gibbons, and that'll run the clock out. And that'll do it for us.
That's gonna do it.
MIT with their 6th straight win here in Boston, winning by a score of 69 to 59. Jackson Emerson kept clawing back, and it got close in the 4th quarter, but in the end, MIT snatched the momentum right away from the Lions, and it's a clinical away win for MIT.
Certainly. It was a great game, but just not enough. Letting up 69 points, the same score that they let up last game. However, last game they only put up 32. This game they put up 59. So you got to feel good about the Emerson's offensive abilities going forward.
Emerson fall to 7 and 12 now, including a 3 and 6 record at home and 3 and 3 in the Numac. But that will do it for us on the broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us on Emerson Channel Sports for our Numac doubleheader. For Jackson Tolliver, I'm Sam DeCoste saying thank you. Final score MIT 69, Emerson 59.